Feeling fresh, feeling clean in Telluride now. If you watched my video before this, you'll know I was just in Silverton. We drove over here, finally got a shower to take off a few layers of suntan lotion, bug spray, sweat. So feeling refreshed right now. And still sunny and absolutely stunning in Telluride. I think Sage, we're gonna go get Mexican food at, I honestly think it's my favorite Mexican food, really possibly in the entire world. And the vegan platter, I think it's called the vegan platter anyway, is definitely the way to go. Runner size portions, which is so important when you're doing big mountain days back to back. And so yeah, looking forward to that and fueling up for another adventure tomorrow. Let's go. It is Friday morning. A little chilly, but it's honestly not too bad. I feel like I'm cold, but it's really not that cold outside, if that makes sense to somebody. But Sage and I, we're gonna do part of the Hard Rock course today from Telluride. We're going to go up Bear Creek Trail up to the Wasatch Trail and follow the Wasatch Trail for quite a bit. I think I've done most of these trails before. But it has been a while, so I'm excited to see them with a different perspective now that it's been a few years. I was going to do the Snuffles Highline Loop again, which I highly, highly suggest. But I did just do that this past September, and it would be worth doing again. Oh, and I did do a video on the Snuffles Highline, which I'll try to link to. But yeah, it's good to do something I haven't done in probably 5+ years at this point. And I think Sage is going to run ahead. I think he's going to try to do 24 miles. I'm just going to see how I feel today and just turn back when I feel like it. And yeah. Oh, somebody asked what I was training for, if I was training for anything. And I'm thinking about it. I feel like it's a little bit hard for me to get really inspired by races this year when I don't feel like any races are that competitive right now. So maybe some FKTs, but honestly, like, this is my time of year where I just want to go have adventures in the mountains, and I do want to feel strong doing so. So like, I am doing speed work right now, but that's really just so when I do stuff like this, I can feel strong in the mountains. And I was talking about this just with some of my friends the other day, and my running club's motto is, this isn't training, this is living. And that's how I really feel like right now. Like, I'm running and still training because this is how I love to live. And this is what brings me joy. And mountain running and exploring, this is where my true passion is at. I love racing, and I'm excited to start doing it again when things start picking back up. But for right now, like, this time of year in the mountains just fills my heart up so much. It's just a feeling that can't be beat. And yeah, I'm rambling on. Let's get this adventure started. So I'm on the Wasatch Trail right now. Very happy to get off the Bear Creek Trail. Well, it was very pretty. It's more like a really rocky fire road, and it's pretty crowded because so many people just hike up to Bear Creek Falls. But as soon as I turn on the Wasatch Trail, it's so much more quiet. But it's steep. As you can tell, I'm breathing hard. I've been switching out between a power hike and a run. Because I'm going a little bit, I like to do a medium long run today. Trying not to go too hard on this steep section. Save some for later. Okay. Time for my first gel. I'm going with 50 milligrams of caffeine with this flavor today. Refrain from having my second cup of coffee, knowing I'd actually have a gel with some caffeine in it today. Try to stay strong on the rest of this climb. These wildflowers are amazing right now. So good. So I've been climbing up for a little over 5 miles right now. And I love climbs like this. Just a really good grind. Power hiking's a little bit more efficient for me right now, but I can move pretty fast power hiking. But man, like the entire climb, just amazing views the entire way. It's never lost on me how, I don't know if lucky is the right word, but I use the word lucky right now for me to be out here, being able to move my body in this way in such a beautiful place. I know a lot of people don't have that luxury, either to even be able to travel to places like this or just to be able to push their body. So even though like a long climb can be uncomfortable, I love it because I'm just so appreciative of what my body can do and these beautiful places. Wow. Not sponsored, but I just want to say I highly recommend this BeFree water filter for mountain running or hiking. It's definitely the easiest filter that I've ever used, and it's nice to just fill it up and then drink right out of it. So again, not sponsored, but if you're looking to go light while you're hiking or running, this is amazing. These purple flowers just go on forever. Sometimes I'm doing mountain runs like this, not even mountain runs. It's like, am I in a dream? How does a place so beautiful even exist that so many people don't even know about? Seeing two people since like the entire time I've gone the Wasatch Trail. It's a lot of alone time. You know, part of the reason I do these videos is so more people can have these experiences, because everyone deserves experiences like this. These flowers. Wow. So I think I made it to the top of the climb. It took me about 6.7-ish miles from the car, so it was a long grind, right up my alley for what I like to do. But I think I would dip down a little bit and keep following the hard rock course for a little bit longer and see if I can find sage. Okay, so when I was over there, I thought I was going to be going over there, but as you can see, I'm over here, if that makes any sense. So Sage and I, we actually started from the Ice Lakes trailhead in Silverton and started going up this way 2 years ago. I think one of us did a video on it. But so if I kept going down this way, which I made a little bit to see Sage, I'd eventually get to the town, or close to the town of Ophir, and then I have a huge climb back up to eventually get to Island Lakes. Ah, there's the town of Ophir. Hopefully you can see it, but people actually live there all year round. Pretty amazing. Let's see. Sage should be somewhere down there. Should I start going down? That looks like a hell of a climb back up. It looks fun, but it also looks really tiring. I think I'm going to go down a little bit, see if I can get myself to turn around sooner rather than later. Having a beer, celebrating our last full day in the San Juans. Always has to come to end, but it's a great spot to do our dog watching. If you ever travel Sage and I, you'll know that we always like to comment on all the animals we see and comment on what we think they're thinking or doing. And so, yeah, just a really nice Friday evening. It is now Saturday morning, and unfortunately it is the last day in the San Juan Mountains in Telluride, but Sage and I were gonna make the most of it and do a little run together today. We're gonna do a trail we haven't done before, which is the Lizard Head Trail, and we've heard really good things about it. We're already pretty high up, so we've heard you get above tree line pretty fast, and there should be some really great views and wildflowers.
As the crow flies, we're about equal distance from Telluride to Silverton, so 9 miles that way, or 7 miles Telluride, and then 9 miles that way is Silverton. And the Native Americans use this as a pass to traverse between the mountain ranges in the winter. But back when the gold miners came in, while they were mining other heavy metals, they had a railroad system with a snow plow on it that would push snow away. But when avalanches came in, they had to shovel it by hand in the winter, because they kept this pass open in the winter, even back in before 1900.
That's amazing. Yeah, the Lizard Head. Sage in the clouds.
That's fine. 12,000 feet here. 360 degree views. I love it. Beautiful day outside Telluride. Lizard's back. Lizard Head. I guess the trail goes over there towards the rock formation. See everything. Mount Wilson.
Another trip to paradise has unfortunately come to an end, but it was a great time. Always appreciate my time in the San Juan Mountains. Thank you so much for joining me on this adventure. Until next time, keep serving and growing with compassion and heart, and keep running wild.